Do you love baseball?
Heck yeah, I do. Then time to listen to
The man who's been around since they invented the game.
Yes, he's that old.
Even older than me.
It's time for Dugout Discussions with
Chris Rose.
Who? Chris Rose.
I thought he was dead.
That's Pete Rose.
Oh, my bad.
Here we go.
That's right, we're taking our new show on the road. And with that, we welcome you to the debut episode of Dugout Discussions with Chris Rose. First of all, big shout out to all the players who helped us out with the Open. Some of you have a future in acting, and some of you have a future in baseball. Best of luck. So you're probably wondering what's new. Well, first of all, we're going to be on the road. When I'm visiting John Boy Media, I could be on the East Coast, here at Yankee Stadium or Citi Field or elsewhere. Of course, my primary home is Los Angeles, so we're visiting Dodger Stadium and Angel Stadium an awful lot. Point is, we're hitting up all 30 clubs with all the big stars to answer all the questions. And fans of the Chris Rose rotation, I promised you, those long-form interviews aren't going anywhere. Later on, we're going to be joined by Bobby Witt Jr. of the Kansas City Royals. He's going to tell us why he was more excited for his second big league homer, even more than his first. That's coming your way in just a bit. But this, of course, is a family affair between my John Boy Media family and my immediate family. My bride of almost 30 years, Michelle Rose, is here to ask all the tough questions. It is time right now for the first edition of Questions with the Queen.
That's right. It's time for me, the Queen of the Rose household, to ask the questions. I'll start with this one. Our oldest son, Josh, is a great guitarist. What's your best talent, outside of baseball, of course, that will surprise us?
I can ride a unicycle.
That's a lie.
I could ride a unicycle. I did it we had one when I was like 8 or 9. So I could easily hop on one and ride around.
Playing the guitar.
He tried to learn how to play the guitar at Quad City.
and
he was John Mayer.
I think it's gotta be playing ping pong. I'm really good at ping pong.
How far could you ride one?
It's whenever I want to get off.
Do you have a unicycle?
Not with me here.
I was on an 0 for 20, and I was so sick of baseball. So my roommate, Logan Porter at the time, or one of our roommates, had a guitar. And I was like, I just need to get away from the game. So I went to a pawn shop, bought a $100 guitar, started playing it, got 2 hits the next day, haven't played it since. So.
I left it behind my mom's car. She ran it over and the wheel got all tucked. But I can hop on one, like, if people had it, I could just get on it.
Do you still have it?
We had to throw that thing away. The wheel was all bent, out of shape. So, yeah, unicycle.
Do you still have
I
it?
still have it. Andy LaRoche is our hitting coach. He asks me every year, he goes, hey, you still got that guitar? And I'm like, yep, it's all good for the 0 for 20 this year.
I have a little mini hoop in my house. I'm nasty.
Really?
I'm unbelievable.
Cornhole. Are you really?
Yeah, I can play a little cornhole. I play a lot in the offseason.
Dude, I'm really bad at everything. I'm like, I can catch baseballs pretty good, and my skill set after that just drops off immediately.
Do you also dunk on the thing?
Of course.
Really?
Yeah,
Are you the guy that jumps in the air even though the rim comes up to your nose?
absolutely. You got to put yourself in the situation and feel like you're dunking on somebody.
Okay, that's good.
But yeah, nasty.
Quite
If there
the
was a
ego
Hall of
boost.
Fame for that, I win.
Oh, really? Like you're top 5 in the world at it?
Yeah, easily.
Is there major gambling addiction in cornhole?
Just on New Year's usually. New Year's it'll be, we'll throw some money in there, and as the night goes on, it might get a little more money. Nothing insane.
If I had to pick one, I can shotgun a beer pretty fast.
Oh, yes. That's a hell of a talent.
Thank you.
Okay, when did you first learn you could do that?
When I was 21.
Well played.
My daughter likes whenever I do this bird call.
But I would go with bowling, and then I would say pickleball is probably right after bowling.
I surf, actually.
Okay, that's good.
That's cool, right?
All right, put me on the spot here, but let's see if we got it.
There's like 16 doves sitting up there looking at us right now.
I know, yeah. So my daughter loves it. My wife, not particularly a fan of it.
How good have we gotten? Because I heard.
I've gotten pretty good at pickleball. Relative to the real world, obviously professional. No, but I think I'm pretty good at pickleball.
Were you one of those guys that got in a wetsuit at like 6 a.m.?
No, you know what? I wasn't a wetsuit kid. We're even from Florida. The water's not that cold.
Yeah, right.
But if I was in California surfing, yeah, I'd be in a wetsuit.
Thinks I do it in the most inopportune times, but
anything for my daughter. So.
When would an opportune time to break that out be? That is great. Are you kidding me?
Like grocery stores or restaurants, you know, just trying to cheer her up, you know, and you get some looks, I guess, every now and then, but she likes it.
That's a good question right there. Yeah, I like to paint, and I think I could do a really good job. Yeah.
You haven't put up any paintings?
Yeah, I just tell you, bro. Like, I just find out when I was doing homework with my daughter. It was insane.
I'm really good at putt-putt.
Really?
And Sudoku. Yeah.
I have none, and that's why I'm doing this.
The other day I was painting with my daughter. She has like homework, and I try to help her to do homework. And I was painting. I was like, wow, I'm good at this, man.
Really?
I just find it. I just find
yourself
out.
on the back a
Yes,
little
man.
bit.
Like,
do you do the advanced level?
Yeah, master, actually.
Oh, you're a grandmaster Sudoku player.
Yeah, well, I've got 4 left. I've got to complete 4 more to get to extreme, but I'm on master.
Is this like a black belt thing?
Yeah, I think so. Sudoku.com.
I remember this like it was, I was watching Gilligan's Island. My wife looked at me like, you know, is this what you're gonna do your whole life? So I went and took a real estate course. I was about 2 weeks in, and Buddy Bell called me and he goes, you want to coach? I took my books up to the instructor. I go, sir, nobody can buy a house for me. I said, give these books to somebody. I'm qualified for nothing. So, and I know that.
My first job was a hostess in a restaurant. What was your first job, and did you love it?
My first job, I was an umpire when I was like 16.
No.
For like Little League Baseball, yeah, and that was awesome.
I worked in my school cafeteria, cleaning up the cafeteria after lunch.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You got paid for that?
I got paid like $7 a day.
I was a Budweiser shelf filler after my first season in pro ball.
Yes.
And I drove my own truck and I went to the grocery store, and I'm the guy that makes, refills the shelves from the back, rotate the dates. I got to tell you, the labels were facing out and the dates were flawless. I loved every bit of that job in the off season.
Did you gear up behind the dish and everything?
Yeah, geared up. I mostly did the field because I think you had to be, I think I did it my second year where I was behind the plate because you had to be like 17 to do behind the plate. So I did that once or twice, but mostly in the field, and I was killer, yeah.
Did people yell at you?
One time, and I told the guy, I said, it's 7U softball. Relax.
Was it one for them, one for me?
I did get free beer at the end of every month, so which was only 4 months I had the job, but we did get to take a case, and better believe I went for the 30-pack.
I had to wash cars, so I had to learn. And no, I was not good. I was always in trouble because some spots for me were too low, and I was missing spots up.
It was a finish line. I worked for 2 weeks, and I got 1 paycheck.
Helped out my friend at CC's Pizza.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Did you get paid?
I did, but
Okay,
it was like a month.
Well, wait a second. Can't you bend your knees and get down there and really walk?
Sometimes.
Right?
Have you seen those low riders?
Oh yeah.
Man, I'm 6'4" already.
Yeah.
I mean, I was 6'4" back then. 14, 15. To get there, man, I'm growing. I got growing pains.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I hated it. My dad told me, as long as you keep good grades, you don't have to work anymore. I think he just did it just for a point, but it didn't last very long.
Did you learn how to make
I was
pizza?
learning how to make pizzas with one of my best friends growing up. And then I did it for a month. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this again. And it never worked again.
Did you toss the dough in the air?
No, I did not. That was his job.
I was an usher at the Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania Cinema.
I could have opened a pizza shop and everything. I look Italian, so I could have had a cool...
You're not?
I am Italian, but...
And the reason I remember it so well is there were 2 girls that worked there that I thought were really hot. And there was an R-rated movie and my mom wouldn't let me work. And I went home that day and I said, Mom, you're killing me. I said, these girls, they're laughing at me. And we laughed about that for years.
I was a bad boy for my dad. He has like a team. He plays in a team in the Dominican Republic, and he used to play first base. And I told my dad, I want to go with you and do something. And I was bad boy of his team, and they paid me not a lot of money, but it was a little money.
The movie theaters in Aliso Viejo, Regal Cinemas. Hated it.
First technical job was a scorekeeper for I think it was 8 under basketball. and unfortunately it was not. Yeah.
One day I was there. I have a glove, and the pitcher's gonna like warm up, and the catcher haven't come to home plate to warm up the pitch, and I did. And the guy was throwing. He didn't know that was there, and he threw the ball, and the ball like, whoop. It was crazy.
I did it all.
Concessions.
I did it all. Yeah. I preferred to take tickets because that was easier, but for some reason they only stuck me on concessions.
Stopping the clock was something I don't.
Oh, is that when all the parents are yelling, clock,
Literally,
clock?
That was me.
I mean, I'm pretty good at baseball.
This is your first job?
Yeah. My first job was baseball. And my rookie ball, I was hurt, so I probably wasn't very good that year.
I'll be honest, I've never held a job.
Outside of this, this was the first paycheck you got?
First one.
I remember like going to the bank with my mom to open my bank account for my job, which was this.
When you got the signing bonus?
Yeah.
By the way, that's a hell of a first paycheck. I'm just saying.
I was actually bad at coaching kids. When I had to do the volunteer stuff for our travel ball things, I would like involuntarily make kids cry. So I don't think I was very good at that.
Do you want to be an intern at the Rose House in the office? I'll pay you something just to make your dreams come true.
It'd probably get some good content.
It would be. I can tell you that.
You keep me away from the kids, yeah. I'm better now, I think.
Great job, guys. Thanks for answering the questions. Good work. Now I want to hear from you. Which question do you want answered next time? A, B, C, or D? Can't wait to see you again.
Hey, great job, babe. Not this one, my babe. In fact, how about some snaps for Mrs. Rose in her show debut? Why don't you leave a nice comment for her down below, okay? We appreciate that. It'll mean the world to her. Once again, I told you, the interviews are not going anywhere. For the first time ever, we've got on this very show, Bobby Witt Jr. All right, the first ever Dugout Discussions with Chris Rose. Why not a guy that just finished runner-up for the AL MVP and was just named number 3 when it came to the MLB Network's top 100 players in the MLB? Not bad. We'll get to that, Bobby Witt, but let's start with the important stuff, like how bad a roommate is Vinnie Pasquantino?
He's been great overall. He eats all the leftovers that is needed.
So he's kind of like a dog.
Yeah.
So you just kind of put it in his bowl and let him have at it?
Yeah, oh yeah, no doubt. But yeah, we've been having fun. It's been great. He's been driving me to the field every day, so good to have that. And so, but yeah, he's been a great roommate. Keeps to himself, does his own thing, and then play little video games together, go to bed, wake up, repeat. So he's been great.
So when you go to bed, is he still playing video games? And then when you get up, is he still playing video games?
As of yesterday, that was the first day, I think. We both got off the same time, but then he said he woke up early this morning and started playing some randomly. So he's got the itch for sure right now.
So, you know, my kids started playing video games when they were in high school. They would yell so loud, I would have to go into their room and just say, will you shut the hell up? Like, your mom and I are trying to sleep here. Do you have to do the same thing with Vinnie?
Not really. He keeps it quiet. Yeah, he's not really a big yeller unless we're all playing together. And so, but it's been overall great roommate.
What's
awesome
the go-to game?
As of now, Call of Duty, just because of, yeah.
Okay. Are you any good at it?
We're getting better. We all got the game at the same time, so we're trying to see who can kind of level up.
All right, quicker. So you're teammates together. You don't like to compete against one another?
No, not at all. Not yet. We haven't gotten to that point.
Okay. But you just got married in the off-season. Most importantly, what does your wife think of Vinnie?
She's great. Vinnie's wife is one of my wife's best friends, so we have a great...
That's Ryan with 2 N's, by the way, for scoring at home.
Yeah, so Maggie and Ryan, great friends, and then so yeah, we all are great friends, great group, and so it's really fun to have that type of kind of camaraderie with everyone.
What is more nerve-wracking, hitting in the playoffs at Yankee Stadium or standing in front of 400 wedding onlookers?
The wedding, for sure. I banged the drum at the Chiefs game. That was one of the most kind of like nervous I've ever been, and then just standing up there, I didn't know if I was going to pass out, didn't know what was going to happen, and then at the beginning, I was like, had tears in my eyes. I'm like, man, this is not what, I don't know. It was kind of, one of those nerve-wracking moments, but it was awesome.
Yeah, it was great. I hope you took the mental snapshot. I always tell young guys when they're getting married, just you and your bride, go off somewhere. I know it's a big party, and I heard it was like 400 people and everything. Just go off and just take a picture, a mental picture of everything. Did you at least get to remember what the heck happened?
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, we definitely had a lot of mental imagery going on there, and it was cool just to see, because we were just a little loft that you could look over that we stood and just saw everyone, so it was really cool to see all the teammates, all the family, and everyone. So it was special.
What do you have more of? Major league teammates on an opening day roster or groomsmen at the Witt wedding? It's pretty close.
Yeah, we did have, I think I had 12 groomsmen. So
that's a lot of, that's expensive gifts because you got to get the groomsmen something too. So what'd we get them?
Actually, it was nothing too crazy. Just got them these belts with their name in it and then some shoes to wear for the, nothing too crazy.
Nice kicks that they can wear around, like where you could wear it with a suit or you could wear it casually.
Yeah, it's kind of one of the, like, they're actually Under Armour shoes.
Oh.
With Under Armour.
Yeah,
so
okay. So you got them free. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's
Oh, yeah.
smart. Groomsmening.
Yeah, but I took care of them just like other times and stuff. So yeah, it was good.
Can you let everybody know what the guests got to eat at the Witt wedding?
I think it was steak.
No. What truck was there?
Whataburger. Yeah. I thought you were talking about the main plate. Yeah, the Whataburger was really cool. That was special. That was something. It was kind of a mixture of Whataburger kind of came to us because I have a endorsement deal kind of with them, and so it was really
killing it.
It was special just to see that. Whenever we had no idea what they were going to do, and so like the ceremony space, they built this whole entire, pretty much a real Whataburger inside of the wedding venue. So we walk in and we're like, oh my gosh, they had servers, they had everything. You had like 5 different options to order on the menu. They had the number 7, the Whataburger Jr, and they named it the Whataburger. So it was really cool. And we got that big sign in our house, and my wife's not very happy that we got. It's large, and it's just sitting in the front of our house and back in Texas.
Okay, at some point that is going to make the move to the garage.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, it's okay to have it out for the first few months. You're going to lose that battle,
no
you know
doubt.
that.
Yeah, it says open late on there. So she said, I was joking with her, we should have it out during Halloween or something, but then.
Open late?
Yeah.
Flashing neon sign?
Neon orange, yeah.
Dude, forget about the Witt's giving out the best candy. They give out the best burgers I've ever had. Did the guests all love it?
Oh, yeah, they loved it, and it came at the perfect time. It was like 11:30-ish, I think, when they opened it up, so it was good. It was great.
Yeah. What was it? When did you find out you were ranked number 3 in MLB Network's top 100 players?
Just on, I guess, Twitter and Instagram and stuff, just following along, really, because I don't YouTube TV, I don't have MLB Network, so I don't really watch it.
I don't watch it either anymore.
So, it was just one of those things where I just saw it on Twitter. My dad sent me it, and I was like, cool.
In the meantime, I got a quick question for you. You finding it difficult to find time for a complete and balanced meal? That's where today's sponsor, Huel, spelled Huel, comes in handy. Now, Huel is a global complete nutrition brand with over 500 million meals sold. You can find them at GNC, at Amazon, or directly at Huel.com. Their Black Edition, ready to drink, it is a complete meal in a bottle. It has 35 grams of protein. It has 27 vitamins and minerals, and it's low in sugar. Now, for me, mornings are complete chaos. I'm out the door in minutes. I don't have time to whip up a balanced meal, which is where Huel Black Edition comes up clutch. It keeps me full, it keeps me energized, it keeps me focused so I can tackle whatever the day throws at me. So join the community of Hueligans with this exclusive offer for brand new customers. That is 15% off plus a free gift with the code ROSE15 at Huel.com. Once again, that is 15% plus a free gift for brand new customers. Use the code ROSE15 at Huel.com. Unlock a healthier, easier way to eat with Huel. Nutritionally complete meals in mere minutes so you can focus on what really matters. See the description for terms and conditions. So when you find out that only Shohei Ohtani and Aaron Judge are ranked above you, is it one of those where you're like, I got to somehow figure out, get past those guys and get to one? Or you're like, okay, that's pretty good company. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, you take it, I guess, with a grain of salt, too, where it's just like, you're in this position. It gives you confidence and comfortability where you're at, but also there's always more room to improve. And I think that who I am and just how I work, I always want to get better each and every day, each and every year. And so I think there's always more motivation. So it's really cool, but then it's also like, all right, yeah, it's just a thing writing on the wall. Now you got to go make something happen.
When you set foot in the batter's box for the first time in a playoff game in Yankee Stadium against the most famous team in the history of the sport, did you have to take a deep breath and be like, okay, this is what I've worked for. This is a cool moment. Can I soak it in for just a second?
Yeah, 100%. And I think it all started with just running out in the line and then just getting booed, getting yelled at during the national anthem or whatever it was. And so that's why you play this game. You do it for that, and pressure is a privilege. And so it's just really, really special to be in those situations. And it's really an honor.
Can you hear those fans in New York?
Most of the time, but it's always fun. They're great, and so I love the way they support their teams, hate on the other team, and so that's why you do it. That's fun.
All right, I'm going to break out a video here. Your dad making history. Now, your dad, this is right at the start of interleague play, became the first American League pitcher to homer in interleague play. It is his only homer in the show.
Oh, yeah, look at him running.
What do we see in the swing, first of all?
I think it was the high cheese in there.
Yeah?
Yeah, he said he always tells me you can't sneak the cheese by the rat. But yeah, I just love when he gets the second when he's running.
Yeah.
I've seen this so many times, and he's like, oh, look, this is where the tight pants came from. So this is, yeah, there you go. He doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, even Justin Verlander's saying, damn, those things look tight.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. How often does he bring this up?
Oh, it's whenever we're talking about hitting, because my 3 other brother-in-laws all played in the big leagues,
Right.
2 pitchers, 1 a hitter. He's actually with the Rangers now. And so he always like, oh, how many homers y'all got in the show? It's just 2 of us. And so, but I was really excited to hit my second big league home run to pass him. So yeah, that was something that he every time when I got drafted in high school, hey, how many home runs do you have in the big leagues? So none. And then so once I passed him, I'm like, got him on that.
How often does he say, here's how I would have pitched to you and I would have gotten you out?
Oh, all the time. And I always say, like, you probably would have walked me because he was a little wild.
Oh, don't do that. I wasn't going to bring that up because that was the thing.
Yeah, effectively wild.
Yeah, that did not see his dad pitch. He came up and he had great stuff. But don't look at the walk numbers on the Baseball Reference page.
Yeah, there's some of I think someone called them like Wet and Wild or something. I don't know, back because there's like a water park in Texas close that was Wet and Wild, and they called them Wet and Wild. So it's kind of funny, and my mom always messes with them and us, so it's fun.
Your wife is a certified personal trainer, correct?
Yes.
Does she work your ass out in the off season? Have you doing some crazy workouts?
She tries to. She always is telling me like, oh, if you'd have done my workout, you'd be so sore. But then I'm always like, if you'd have done my workout, you'd have been sore. And so, but yeah, she's great. She stays in shape. She's always trying to get better like I am. So it's really cool.
Has she put you through a workout, or afterward you're like, okay, I see you working?
Yeah, there's been a couple of times just like we have a little at-home gym, and so if it's like early in the off season, whatever it is, I'll be like, all right, I'll try to go through it, and then I'll kind of be like doing it, and then it's like all these other things that I don't ever really do, and I'm like, oh, I'm over it, and then walk out or something. But she's always messing with me, just saying, oh, you'll never. But she likes to run too, and I'm like, I'm not doing those long distance running.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Finally, Patrick Mahomes in your cell phone?
Yes.
Do you ever call him just to listen to the sound of his voice?
No. Definitely, he gives me some good advice. He texted me last year going in the playoffs, which was really cool. And then I went to the AFC Championship game, so I got to message him after the game, and he was fired up and he's just a great dude and just a great kind of role model for me, just because of who he is and how he does things, and that's what we want to do, win championships, and he's done that.
Now we've seen the high school video of him throwing 90, which is pretty good, right? And Pops, of course, was a big league pitcher as well. Does he ever say that he could strike you out?
No, he has not. No, but I saw him throwing. It was 2 years ago, when Kelsey threw out the first pitch for us, and Kelsey was actually throwing it, and he's like, "Let me get in there." So they're throwing in the cage, and he was letting it rip. He still got his arms just amazing, talented, and so it was funny just him kind of making fun of Travis about throwing the first pitch and stuff because he had that bad one in Cleveland.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
and ran off.
And then he threw a perfect little pitch to me whenever I was down there. So I'd say it's the catcher.
That's exactly what it is. Way to frame it. So what you're saying is finally that Patrick Mahomes has a better chance of being a major league pitcher than you do of being an NFL quarterback?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I would have been a receiver.
Oh, yeah. Utilize that speed.
Yeah, run the routes.
All right, brother. Thanks for being the first ever guest here on Dugout Discussions with Chris Rose.
Thank
Good
you.
work, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I want to thank everybody who helped us out, made show number 1 a success, including our producer/editor, Alex Graap. Great job, Graap. Good work. Next week, we're heading cross country, where hopefully it will not be as windy as it is here in the Bronx. We're off to Angels Stadium to chop it up with Angels 3-time MVP Mike Trout. Don't forget, tell us which questions you want from the Queen, and also tell us how we can do a little bit better. This is a show that's ever evolving. We'll see you next time here on Dugout Discussions with Chris Rose.